Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets Today. I am Sakshi Batra, and this is where we discuss everything about what stock markets have gone throughout the trading session. What are the updates? Where were the gains and the losses seen? As far as today's session is concerned, it was the fifth consecutive session when the stock markets have slipped into the red, and this was all because of the major crisis emerging out of Ukraine-Russia geopolitical tensions. We did see in the last 24 hours tensions escalating, with Russia sending troops to two eastern parts of Ukraine, which are the breakaway regions. And this is something that actually rattled the global equities. We did see the Asian market slip away in early trade, followed by a 1,000 point cut on the Sensex in the early action itself. Of course, throughout the trading session, there was a lot of volatility, very, very choppy session that we witnessed. But in the last half an hour to 1 hour of trade, we did see a recovery from the low point of the day, although the stock markets did end in the red. Let's look at the closing levels. The Sensex was down 380 points at close today, down about 0.6%. Very, very sharp recovery from the almost 2% dip that we had seen in the opening action. So 57,300 is where the Sensex ended at. At one point in time, we were seeing sharp losses right here. The Nifty was down 114 points or 0.6% lower at 17,092. So the 17,000 mark was protected at close, and that's a bit of positive. 684 shares advanced in trade today, whereas 2589 shares declined. So the market breadth was completely favoring the declines at this moment. 82 shares remained unchanged in today's trading session. Talk about specific stocks. Tata Steel, TCS, Tata Motors, BPCL, SBI Life, the top Nifty losers, the Tata Pack really seeing some sharp declines coming through. Gainers included the likes of M&M, Bajaj Finserv, Eicher Motors, Hindalco Industries, and ONGC as well. Talk about some of the other sectoral indices and how the performance was there. Well, all the sectors ended in the red, just like how we had seen the opening as well, all across a sea of red, with sharp losses being seen on the banks, on IT, on metals, on pharma as well. Talk about IT, metal, oil and gas, capital goods, FMCG, realty, and PSU banks, all of them seeing cuts of 1 to 2 odd percent. The broader markets also fell with in a range of 0.7 to 1.5%, with mid caps falling 0.7%, over a percent and a half cut for the small caps today. And this is exactly what the reflection was across the globe as well. We have been seeing that the tensions escalated with Russians sending some troops in the eastern part of Ukraine. But what is now more worrisome is that more parts of the globe are now going to be imposing some sanctions on Russia for taking this measure. United States and European countries are also set to all announce fresh sanctions against Russia after President Vladimir Putin recognized two breakaway regions. Now, remember, US has already said that no more trade, investment, perhaps even individual restrictions going to be coming on Russia at this point in time. Now, this has stoked fears of further supply disruption, trade impact with countries which have a trade relationship with Russia. And if you talk about oil, that has been a major impact which we have seen in the last 24 hours. Oil prices have jumped sharply over $97 a barrel. And that's where the impact is being seen. Since Russia is an important producer of oil as well, a very key producer, any sanctions on the supply from oil or supply of oil from Russia will also further decline oil supply across the globe too, which is why the prices are rising and shooting above as well. Talk about some of the other concerns. Of course, we did see all across kind of a fall, but the good part is Sensex recovered almost 900 points from the lows of the day. It ended at 380 odd points. The Nifty also managed to end above 17,000 levels as well. The market breadth recovered quite sharply. At the end of the session, we had 16 stocks ending higher on the Nifty, while 34 stocks ended in the red. For the better part of the session, we did see ONGC eking out better gains, and this was on the back of the rise in crude oil prices. And since ONGC is an upstream company, it benefits from the rise of oil prices as well. Talk about some of the other majors, like some of the stocks including HDFC, M&M, Infosys, Kotak Mahindra Bank, and Bajaj Finserv. These were the stocks that actually saw some buying happening in the last hour of trade, and it managed to stem the losses that we were seeing throughout the trading session as well. Now, most of the experts do see this volatility to continue until and unless we do see some clarity emerging on the Ukraine Russia crisis going forward from here. Most experts do believe that the technical experts do see the ending on the ending with sharp recovery from the lows is a positive indication of how charts will move forward from here. So the worst was captured right in the early part of the session today, but experts will be completely keeping an eye out on what developments happen throughout the day to night, and how do the U.S. markets really trade to be able to understand what kind of movement can we expect on the stock markets in tomorrow's trading session as well. Well, for now, all eyes on Ukraine, Russia, and fingers crossed on the war situation and the de-escalation of tension, so that the stock markets will also heave a sigh of relief. For now, we did see a whole lot of investors really pull away from these global risky assets. Gold, on the other hand, was seen at a 9-month high. People were rushing towards the safe haven asset as well. Experts do believe that till the time we see tensions escalating on the geopolitical front on Ukraine and Russia, yellow metal will continue to shine. And if not, if clarity emerges otherwise, then there could be some volatility, and the prices could stabilize somewhere around what they are right now, around 50,000 rupees per 10 gram for gold prices as well. We'll keep you posted with everything that's buzzing on the day street, and how should you be really, looking at positioning your stocks and your portfolio amid this highly uncertain environment of geopolitical tensions. Well, for that, you need to subscribe to our Business Today YouTube channel and stick with us, and also look at some of the other content that we put out for you. Thanks a lot for tuning in. For now.